Hi guys, if you're new here, I'm Mustaha.
And I'm Nunai.
And we're the Yusufs.
Welcome to our channel. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Yes, and in today's video, we are going to be sharing some answers relating to our Q&A, questions that we asked on Instagram. We asked you guys to send us questions on Instagram, and you guys sent plenty of questions.
Yes.
So we're just gonna sit here and chit chat.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun because I know there's a lot of like new subscribers. There's a lot of new people here now. So I know that it's always fun to just kind of reintroduce yourself and, you know, maybe you guys can get to know us a little bit better.
Right.
So let's get right into the questions.
Let's go.
Do you have them?
Yes, I do, actually. I do this time. First question is, what products do you use on your hair? I think I've already answered that. Recently, I've been using Shea Moisture, pretty much like everything Shea Moisture. I really love the, what was the thing called?
The mousse.
The mousse, yeah, it's like this mousse. I've never used a mousse before this product.
Same.
And I just feel like, I don't know what it is, but I really love it.
Yeah.
Let me know if you guys want to see a dedicated like hair. We can each do our own like hair.
Yeah, that would
hair
be fun.
routine videos maybe.
I'm still getting the hang of like a good like curly hair routine for myself. Like I'm still kind of like testing out different products and stuff, seeing what works for my curls. But I'm really loving like the Camille Rose.
Yeah.
Camille Rose, the curl maker. It's so good. It makes my curls like pop it. Okay.
Nice.
And
Maybe
the mousse
I need
by
to
Shea
try
Moisture
it.
is really good too.
Maybe I need to try that one.
Yeah.
Where are you sisters originally from?
Somalia.
We're originally from Somalia, but we grew up in Toronto, Canada, and now we live in Ohio.
Yes.
Columbus to be exact. What's your professions? PS, love the content. Our professions currently?
Yeah. I hate that question. Like, I hate when people say, like, what do you do? I'm just like,
why?
Because we do so much. It's hard to explain.
But they don't know that.
It's like a whole conversation. It's not just one answer.
Yeah, so basically, if you guys don't know what we do several different things. So we own a creative studio, like a space that we rent out to people by the hour in Columbus, Ohio. That's one. Second thing is we are content creators online. So we're like bloggers, basically, and we have brand partnerships. You guys know what bloggers do by now. We
also create content for other brands.
Correct. Yes.
Kind of like contractors.
Yes.
So we'll do like product photography or like social media content.
Styling and stuff like that. Yeah, so we'll style like an entire campaign for a brand, for example, and you'll see us sometimes like bring you along on a vlog where we'll show you our day, and sometimes it's working with a brand, but we're not exactly the models or like the content, like the people in the content.
We're the people behind the camera.
We're behind the behind the camera. Okay.
Yes.
I think that's pretty much it for now.
We also own a jewelry line,
right.
But we're very, very, very low on stock right now,
because you gracious people have bought everything that we have to offer.
And because of COVID, it's kind of hard to restock right now, because what we love doing is we love traveling the world and
curating, buying pieces and like curating collections that we feel like are reflective of us.
Yes, and that are not necessarily like available in North America.
Exactly, but we haven't been able to do that because obviously we can't go anywhere.
Yeah.
So it's been a little difficult. Some of you guys have been messaging us and asking us when we're gonna restock some of these items. Unfortunately, we don't know right now, but like for sure we'll figure it all out as we figure out this whole like world climate, and we'll get right back into the swing of things.
Yes.
What's one piece of advice you'd give a newly married woman? Wow, I love that question. Me personally, I would tell you, just be very patient, especially the first year, because you are going to be in a house with somebody that you've never lived with. Well, I don't know, I never lived with. If you're Muslim, you most likely never lived with the man. My husband, when I first moved in with him, like he would leave every lid in the house open. The hair products, the Vaseline, the toothpaste, the garbage can, like
oh my gosh.
It would literally drive me up the walls, and I would be so angry about it every day. And it's like, who wants to live like that, you know? It's like, it doesn't cost me anything extra to just like put the toothpaste back together and put it away. It's for my own sanity.
Yes, honey, you gotta protect your own mental health.
Right. Do you guys ever argue?
The answer is yes.
The answer
of course
is
we do.
yes.
We never
Okay.
put hands on each other though.
No,
That's
yo, who
so
does that?
trashy.
That's so ghetto.
Yeah. But we do have like disagreements and we get into arguments.
Yeah.
And
Sometimes we quit.
Yeah, sometimes
like for
we'll
the
quit,
day,
and then we'll come
like
back
you'll
to
storm
work.
off. Like just take all your bags and your laptop and go like handle it somewhere else.
Yeah, like the other day I literally stormed off like in the middle of a shoot and I left.
And I was like, oh my god, so unprofessional.
She's like, I would have just finished the shoot. I
Right.
was like, well, I'm not finishing the shoot, I'm leaving. And then I came back the next day like, oh, hey girl.
And she was like laughing the next day at herself. I'm just like, it wasn't even that serious.
Sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do.
Right. What's your zodiac sign? I'm Taurus.
I'm Aries.
What advice would you give someone that wants to start blogging? Start.
Period. That's it. Pick a niche.
Yes.
Something that like makes you stand out from the crowd.
Right.
And also choose something that you love doing. You know, if you're more of like someone that loves makeup, don't do outfit videos and things like that because
Until you,
yeah,
I
like
think
your audience will know that it's not genuine and that you're not really enjoying the content.
Right.
If you're just like throwing random outfits together and you don't really like know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But if you're really good at makeup, then just focus on that
Focus
and
on
then
that.
kind of like elevate your style and kind of work on that and like throw that in later on.
C-Bus Girl here. What is your favorite restaurant in Columbus these days? I have several. I have 3. For breakfast, I like, what's the place? Or for brunch?
Drunch?
No. Oh my god, I love that place too.
Drunch is really
Drunch, Tassie, and the very bougie place.
Oh, Lindy's.
Lindy's, Brunch, and Tassie, and Drunch Eatery.
Yes.
And then for lunch, I like Arapazo.
Oh my god, Arapazo fish tacos?
No, Arapazo, anything. Like
Oh
there's
my
this like
gosh.
Caribbean dish they have. It's incredible. All these restaurants are like down the street.
Oh, and also I really like North Star. I know it's
so
basic.
basic.
I know it's basic, but I love it there so much, and they have a lot of like healthy options.
And then dinner, I like we love food. For dinner, also down the street, the Spanish. What is it called?
Barcelona.
Barcelona. Oh my
Oh my
god.
gosh.
The closest thing we will get to Barcelona.
And it literally looks like Barcelona. They have like the
It's-
cutest
yeah.
garden, like patio situation.
Yeah, so cool. Okay, what did you guys do before YouTube? I just started following your pages. I worked at Abercrombie & Fitch home office in Columbus, Ohio, I worked in the sourcing department, sourcing for, you know, like the entire brand.
And I worked at a really big corporation in Canada that
She was a Canadian before she came here.
I was really cold in Canada.
Yeah. How many siblings do you guys have?
Ooh, child, a lot.
Child.
We have, okay, so there's 2 boys and 6 girls. There's 8 of us.
Right.
And we are the second youngest, third youngest.
How do you ladies balance having families and careers? Girl, it's really hard.
Oh my gosh, it's so hard.
It's like, I think,
just get as much help as you can.
take all the help that's offered to you, basically.
Yeah, don't
Yeah.
be too like don't have too much pride. Ask for help.
There comes a time in your, like in being a mom, where you feel like, you know, you feel guilty sometimes, and you're just like, oh my god, I want to focus on myself, but I feel guilty because I'm not there for my kids. You also have to think about yourself. Like, if having a career is something that makes you happy, then your family is going to be happy for you in the end. So just like, you know, be selfish sometimes, and it's okay to be selfish, especially if it comes to your career. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. So like she said, use the people around you as resources. If they can help you, definitely take their help. Where do you get your style inspiration from? So bomb always. I get my style inspiration from women over the age of 55 on the internet. They're all like literally like so much older than me, and I love them.
For me, I actually don't get my style inspo from anybody. I literally
Period.
No, I swear, I'm not even trying to like brag or anything, but I literally will just walk into the closet and be like, okay, what like pops out at me? Okay, I like that skirt. Okay, what can I wear with this skirt? Okay, I can wear this, this, and this. All right, then I'll just start building my outfit based on that. And I literally wake up every day and I just wear whatever I want. I just basically, my mood inspires me.
Okay, I like that. Someone said, do you guys have any tips on how to best invest in designer bags and purses? Yes, sweetie. Save your coins until you are absolutely sure you know what you want. So don't just buy things because they're on sale or because somebody
All
else
the influencers have them.
or because you see it everywhere on Instagram. Don't do that, sweetie.
Yeah.
Just like really wait for that one thing that really makes your heart skip a beat, you know?
Yep.
And also, don't buy anything on credit card, sweetie. Just save. Yeah, save until you're ready and then take that leap, especially when it's your first bag. I wouldn't advise putting it on credit or like, you know.
No.
Yes.
If you don't have it in cash, like in
Then it's
your
not an
actual-
investment.
in your actual bank account, then you cannot afford the bag. Therefore, maybe you should like maybe
Just
get like
wait.
a dupe. You know?
Yeah, there's nothing
at
wrong with that.
Zara or something.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that at all.
Yeah, or there's like less costing bags that are still beautiful,
Great quality.
Like in our last couple of like videos, we've been using bags from a company named Sansia
And Coralu.
Like they have really beautiful bags, and they're not as expensive. But if that's not what you're looking for, if you're looking for like investing in a designer brand, I think you should just like save your money until you're ready to make that purchase of that piece that you're really, really, really loving.
Yeah.
Also, nowadays there's no stigma involved with like buying pre-loved luxury. So do that. Like there's nothing wrong with that. Like just
Right.
because somebody else wore it before you doesn't mean it's like less of a bag. It's
Yeah.
still a beautiful
It's actually
bag.
the smartest way to shop for
Right.
luxury items.
For sure.
Yeah.
What are some challenges that you have faced when it comes to working with brands? That's a very good question. So when it comes to us, we are, obviously you guys by now know that we are Muslim, so
We focus on like a global perspective.
on fashion, yeah.
Yeah.
So we try to like provide content that's like very uplifting and positive majority of the time.
Yep.
So
for
with
sure.
that being said, so a lot of the times we try really hard to only work with brands that we know will align with our core values, which is like, you know, positivity, family, sisterhood, global perspective on fashion. So we are very selective about who we work with just so we can avoid like challenges that, you know, will be like very visible to our audience.
Right.
But does that sometimes, you know, not happen? Yeah, like
Sometimes with like brand partnerships and things like that, yes, we do try our best to kind of select brands that kind of align with our beliefs and our values and what we kind of stand for.
Yeah.
And I think we do a really good job.
we do.
of
But
that.
sometimes like that's not the case. Like
Right, especially with like
or it might appear not to be the case. Like for example, like a few months ago, is that what you were gonna say?
Yeah, like with the
Yeah.
whole like you know, the Black Lives Matter movement that kind of like happened maybe a couple of months ago, was it?
Yeah, with the whole Black Lives Matter movement, we've seen like an uprise in, you know, in the Black community, and we've all kind of like band together and stood up for each other when it came to like things like, you know, pay disparities, when it came to like
Just discrimination. Yeah.
You know, violence towards like Black people and stuff like that. And I think we were very active in trying to make sure our voices were heard and like that, and people knew that where we stood, you know.
Yeah.
And then for example, there was a situation with, I think you guys are pretty much aware that we've worked with Anthropology for what seems to be many
I think
years, two and a half years.
Yeah, 2.5 years. We've built like a really good relationship with
Yeah.
them. You know, if you guys have been following us for a while, you guys will know that like we've traveled Europe with them. You know, they've given us so many different opportunities. We've had like personal relationships with, you know, some of the people there. So we built a really good relationship with Anthropology. So
Right.
when we saw, you know, what some people were saying about, you know, some of the practices within their organization and at their stores, and just a lot of awful things that were going on, that like we really took it personal.
Yeah.
You know, we felt really hurt, we felt betrayed, and we were just like
We were very upset, you guys. Like, we definitely were not expecting that from them, because just to give you some background, like 2.5 years prior to that incident, like they approached us, you know, privately and gave us like some background information that they felt like up until that point that they were not being diverse when it came to their marketing, and they wanted their marketing to reflect every type of woman that shopped at their store, which was why they got in contact with us, was because, you know, like they felt like they wanted to start including more Black women, more women of different shapes and sizes, like they just wanted to be more types of inclusive. So we were so excited and so happy to have been approached for that opportunity to, like, you know, partner with them to change that. 2.5 years later, when that incident happened, we were just like, wait, we thought that our values aligned and that you were for our people, and like, you know, that you would, you know, that you respect our people, and that you wanted us to, like, you know, be like a representation
basically
of like how you feel. Yeah,
the face of like change, because I think they were getting a lot of backlash about like how they only, you know, represent like blonde
skinny
hair, blue-eyed, you know, white
and that
people.
wasn't right.
And when they approached us, they were very vocal about, hey, this is our goal. We want to include more people of color, more people of different shapes and sizes, and we want to specifically ask you guys to, you know, work with us to go ahead and basically we would fix this situation.
And we would be the first, you know, like group of people that they started this relationship with, which was fine.
Yeah.
After that point, we saw a lot of change on their, you know, like Instagram feed, on their marketing, etc. And just over the last 2 years, it's been a very pleasant relationship. And then when that other stuff came out, we were like really shocked and shook, and we're just, you know, so we decided to take like a very like business approach, and we, you know, we had a conversation with them, and we asked for, you know,
we asked them to kind of like maybe hop on a call with us and kind of just hear us out and kind of hear.
We demanded like explanation as to why that happened and what they were going to do to fix it.
We explained to them how we feel, and we explained to them, you know, like most of our audience is women of color, right? And for 2 years we have been, you know, advertising,
shouting from the rooftops,
advertising for you guys, letting them know like, hey, this is a great brand, we love their clothes, you know, go shop there. Now this comes out and it's basically a slap in the face. You know, we understand that there's bad apples in every type of group, right? We just want to know
how you're gonna fix this.
First of all, how you're gonna fix this. We want to know when you're going to apologize, like if you're even sorry, because for a while they weren't really saying anything.
Yeah, it was like, well, how do you really feel? Because you told us you feel a certain way, but then the internet is saying something else. Can we talk about what's happening here? So they were gracious enough to, you know, like have a conversation with us and really come to a solution as to what they were planning on doing. They did go over a slew of different things with us, of initiatives that their company was planning on doing, such as like implementing a diversity and inclusion team, doing a third-party conducting of, like, you know, to figure out on store level like why that was happening.
Yeah, why that was even happening, what went wrong,
they were gonna fix it. They were gonna recruit from historically Black universities. They were gonna do like many different things. So at that point we were like, okay, this is great, but you know, we just want to see this actually happen. So we're just gonna,
until then, we're gonna just choose to pause our partnership with you guys until like we feel comfortable.
So it's been 2.5 months, and you know, we're really happy to see the changes that they've made as a company. And more importantly, I think like we're so proud of like the people that we work with there for allowing us to like affect change and taking taking us into consideration and making sure that our voices were heard. And I think like this has taught us a very valuable lesson, that every voice matters, and like, you know, don't ever think that you're so small that you can't affect change in a huge corporation like that.
And you know, we got back in contact with them a couple of, like, I think recently, and you know, we kind of wanted to just kind of get back onto seeing like the progression, like what have you guys done, you know. I know that the plan was to include a group and hire a group to kind of like retrain your stores and even like your at home office and all of those great things. How's that going, you know? So they were very kind enough to just let us know, you know, of the list of things that they've you know, that they've done
that they've done so far.
They basically showed us their receipts, you guys.
They pulled up.
Yeah,
they pulled up very well with all of the receipts,
and we're really impressed.
We're very impressed.
You know,
and honestly, like I think what's the most important thing about us, like having these difficult conversations with brands in the last couple of months, has been like actually learning what brands are going to make that change, and what brands actually want to make that change or see the value in making the change.
Who even cares enough?
Right. So we feel like, to be honest with you, this is a company that actually had wanted to make that change.
Just to kind of wrap things up, I feel like, you know, forgiveness for us is a really big thing, especially
I try to forgive.
Yeah, like especially as Muslim women, like forgiveness is really big. Especially when someone is like genuinely trying to change, and kind of showing you the actions that they're taking to make that change, and to most importantly make sure that it never happens again. I think that that's like a really big thing. You know, we've been wronged for so long
that we've lost faith.
Yeah, we're so exhausted.
Yeah.
And I just feel like sometimes it's like I guess speaking for myself, it's so easy to just like cancel people and just throw them away as soon as they show me any type of like betrayal.
Yeah.
And I feel like sometimes it's like it's not okay to do that.
Yeah,
to
and
just
I think
like cancel people so easily, you know?
You're right. And I think we have a responsibility in our position to actually like, you know what? No, we're not going to walk away. We're going to stand here until you make that change and make sure we hold you accountable.
Right, and see to it that that change actually happens.
Yeah,
you know?
So I think we're really excited and very proud of this company for taking these actions. And I think like the most important thing here is that like there's no point in calling people out if you're not gonna stick around to like actually like witness if they've made the changes. And in this particular situation, we've called them out privately on a phone call in writing, and they've shown us the receipts that they are planning to make the changes, and we're really excited. Yeah, we're really excited to be a part of that change, and really happy that our voices were heard. And so I think at this point our intention is to continue working with them, and to continue sitting at this table, because we feel like this is a table that we feel valued at.
Right, exactly.
But at the end of the day, like your support also means a lot to us. So, and without your support, like none of these partnerships would even be on the table for us.
We would not have these opportunities without like our audience of like
a community of
women.
people. Yeah.
So I mean, we're gonna definitely try our best to make you guys proud and make sure that, you know, obviously you guys are happy with, you know, the way we're representing Black women.
But at the end of the day, we're still human, and a lot of these brands are also like lots of humans, and there's a lot of room for human error, you know.
Exactly.
So let's just all continue to stay on our toes and just, you know, make sure our voices are heard.
All right, guys, I guess that was a really long answer, but that wraps up our Q&A. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope that you got to know us a little bit better. And if you're new here, again, I'm Nunai, and this is
Naseha,
and we are the Yusufs. Make sure to subscribe if you like content on fashion and lifestyle and sisterhood. But yeah, if you missed that whole anthropology thing and you have no idea what's going on,
we'll leave a link down below of like everything
exactly what they've done. Yeah, exactly what they've done to like make the changes, and like what their promises are,
and all of the commitments that they have moving forward.
Yeah, exactly. We'll leave that in the description box just in case you're interested in knowing. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching.
Thank you.
And we'll see you in our next one.
Bye.
Bye, guys.